Hello, everyone. Welcome to Strixhaven Sundays. I'm Stella Luna. I will be your DM and host for today. Just tell you a little bit about what Strixhaven Sundays are. If you want to come play D&D in a magical school setting, all you have to do is hop into our Discord. We will teach you how to play D&D. We will introduce you into this wonderful setting, and literally anyone can play. It is open roster. Every week we have a rotation of different players, and you get to experience all the wonderful things of being at a magical college. You get to go to exams, have a part-time job. Woo! It's so fun. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We just want to give a real quick shout out to all of our Patreons. You can check out the link there in the chat to see what you can get for being a Patreon. Because of them, all of the wonderful things that we do here are possible. All of the one-shots, the marathons, etc. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube. Link is there in the chat as well. So all of our previous Strixhaven and all of our campaign episodes are available there. If you would like to interact with this stream, you can redeem a blessing or an advantage die to the player of your choice with channel points, or every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. You can influence the game in a major way. We're going to go around and please introduce who you are, where we can find you, and tell me about your character, and we'll start off with Silver.
Hi, everybody. I'm Silver Bulette, a.k.a. Steven. Hi. You can find me as the host of All the Web's a Stage, which is a short play podcast. You can find that wherever good podcasts are found, and also mine. But you can also find, aside from that, me playing as the DM of Capes and Caverns on Twitch and YouTube. It's a superhero D&D pod. Again, it's not a podcast, it's a stream. But at any rate, it is my playtest of the superhero in D&D. But today, I'm here to play Christina Petbera, who is a Herringun. She has white fur with some black spots along it, and she is a druid who is very interested in shape-changing and the mathematics of it all, thus why she is interested in the College of Quandrix.
Excellent. Thank you. Next, we have the Roaming D&D.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for having me. I am Roman D&D. You will find me on Twitch under the Roman D&D, playing D&D and other things like RPGs. I am currently playing Dan's with COA, Loxodon, blue shoe and green hair that I just can't get right. Most common catchphrase is probably hand or trunk, as he asks either cast guidance on you or just give you a lovely shake. Who is also a druid looking to join the Quandrix school.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have Lessian.
Hello, I'm Lessian. I'll be playing Wyla Fear, the copper-toned fairy druid who wants to join Prismari. You can find me on Stella's Discord, and I do private D&D games. So,
excellent. Thank you. And don't worry about introducing your character just yet, but please tell us where we can find you, Mrs. Vivacia.
Hi, I'm Vivia Vivacia. You can find me in Stella's Discord, on Twitch as Vivacia, on the Twitter as Miss Vivacia, that's MRS Vivacia. And on Mondays, I'm playing in our D&D campaign in the Dalelands on Wyla Hobbit's channel right now. I'm also doing some Good Society and some Wonder Home. But you know what? If you're on my Twitter, you can find all of that there.
Excellent. Thank you. We are going to go ahead and jump right into it. We see on the very first day here at Strixhaven, there is a wide expanse of manicured fields right outside of the Biblioplex, the very large building at the center of campus, what is more or less the living heart of campus, where everyone comes to congregate, they come to study, they come to buy different school supplies, everything that has to do with starting off. And we see this line outside of the Biblioplex, right in front of a stall that has, very helpfully, information plastered right on the front. Can you tell me what your character looks like, Vivi, as you are waiting in line on a very sunny day?
Well, my character, she is about 5'5", 5'6". She is a Triton, so she is mostly bluish, greenish teal. She got this big mop of curls on her head that's just unruly and in all different directions. There's probably stuff stuck in there too that she kind of didn't find. She's wearing a big pair of round glasses, and she just, kind of frumpy, kind of didn't care whatever she's wearing as long as everything's covered. There's pockets everywhere. Things are bulging out, all kinds of like plant life and dirt and sticks. And she just seems to be just like vibrating with like this inner energy, like, oh my God, I'm finally here.
I love that so much. You see the person in front of you begin to file out of the line, and you come up. You see that there is a very well-manicured, well-dressed goblin currently manning the station. And as you come up, she looks up at you, adjusts her tiny little spectacles, and says, "Oh, hello, dear. Welcome to Strixhaven. Let me get your welcoming package for you. Could I get your name, please?"
Yes. My name is Coral Bryan. I'm here because I want to be a Witherbloom student.
Oh, excellent. Witherbloom is a very fine college. You will find the most wonderful people there. And she begins to open this intricate box right next to her. And as she does, she begins to file through it. You see her picking very quickly between some manila folders. She pulls one out. "And is this you?" She opens it up in front of you, and we see a small enchanted picture of you when you got your school picture taken, and it's animated and just enchanted with a very, very fine amount of illusionary magic. What does Coral look like in her school photo?
I'm guessing, well, first of all, the glasses are completely crooked because she was Russian. The hair everywhere again. And I'm thinking because she is a Triton, and that was there's a little bit of like algae and kelp like hanging at the bottom, and you can see like a little water drop on her nose.
Oh God, she sounds so cute. She says, "Oh, it's a spitting image of you. All right, let's see here. It says here that your roommate will be by the name of someone Solrag Saphirin. Very good. And let's see. Here is your student list. Can I get you to roll me 3 dice 6, please?
All right.
Your first roll.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Trusting everything on D&D Beyond. All right. 2, 5, and 1.
2, 5, and 1. Okay, excellent. She says, "So here is your class schedule. For all students that are first years, you will be required to enroll in magical physiologies. And here it says that you are in Arcanobotany for beginners. You are also in basic magical auras. And you are in the history of magic and art. I hope that you are a very good note taker, because you are going to have to take quite a few notes in these courses."
All right. I'm good at taking notes. I'm not so good at reading them afterwards. But it will get there. I can learn.
Oh, excellent. Well, here's your package. You can enter the building to go through orientation, and you will be able to be guided to your dorms. I hope you have a wonderful day, and welcome to Strixhaven.
Thank you so much. And she's like trying to look through it, and things are like flying. Oh, all right. Yeah, behind them. Yes, I'm almost done.
Excellent. So we see this little montage of Coral bounding away into the biblioplex. You go through orientation, and eventually you find yourself in the dorms. When you enter the dorm room, you can see that whoever your roommate is, they have already come in. On their side of the room, you see that it's very tidy and neat. There's a sack by the bedside table that seems to be filled with something bulky. You can't quite see what it is unless you investigate. You also see that there is a whetstone on the table that's meant for sharpening swords, and you see that it's all very clean on their side of the room. We see a little montage of you unpacking your things, and what are the first few things that you put into your side of the room? You can take total creative liberty here.
Yeah, I would guess she probably brought like a trunk of holding or something like that. Mm-hmm. And what she gets out is like this big aquarium, it's like with all her little plants in it that are basically like algae and kelp and stuff like that, and they're like pink and purple. She's like, all right, little friends, let's see if we can keep you alive over here, but I couldn't just leave you home. So she'll put that as close to the window as she can, and then she'll fill, like, if she has like little shelves, she will just fill it with like little bric-a-bracs, like some shells or a pretty rock or kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then her clothes will kind of just go inside the closet, make sure the door closes.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, chat. We have had a number of different draws. Everybody has multiple cards. Vivacia, please tell me when to stop. You have 2 cards here.
All right. Stop.
Okay. And one more time.
Na, 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 na. Stop.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, you're going to have a great first day. Holy shit. All right. Let me write that down. Okay. So we see the screen fade to black there as Coral begins to get settled in. And we see the screen. It stays black. Dans, you have been on your way, perhaps like a few days later, on your way to your dorm room, and all of a sudden the earth underneath you gives way, and you find yourself falling into a hole, and you can't see anything. When you look up, it seems as if it's been covered up. What goes through your mind? What do you do? What do you say?
What's going on? Panicking, going around the darkness. Hello? This... anyone out there? Is this a school thing?
All right, roaming D&D, you have 2 cards. Please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. And one more.
Stop.
Okay. Okay. So, as you are kind of in this hole, not sure where you are, what has happened, do you try to physically break out? You see that it is about your size, so it is kind of cramped.
You watch as Dan's trying to take his trunk to one of the roots that might be poking through, and but I can do this, as he tries to use like druid craft to like give himself a way out.
Okay, yeah. Your hands kind of seek out anything, and you do find a root of a tree that must be nearby. What does it look like when you cast your spell? You're in complete darkness. Is there any source of light? Does it take any pattern?
You watch as it wraps around my trunk, and my trunk kind of lights up, starting from my forehead down into like this string of constellation as it hits the root, and a soft glow emanates as like a little bit of leaves grow out of it, like a small little like offshoot of the root, and a little fractal patterns of branches try to stick out and grow.
Yeah.
Way out.
You hear the sound of dirt shifting, and you can hear the earth around you beginning to move as these branches spread out, and eventually they begin to poke through the surface. Christina, you happen to be walking, and all of a sudden, in front of you, there seems to be these small leaves bursting out of the ground. Does it make any kind of specific symbol, Dans?
Not particularly a symbol, as it's still incomplete, but like an overall starry sky. Like you look up and you see like a little starry sky as like leaves pop out, trying to form the connections.
Huh. Wonder what sort of critter would be doing that. Interesting.
You see the pattern that it comes out of the ground. It seems to be coming from a focal point before it spreads out.
Huh. I don't think that's a critter, now that I think about it. Oh boy. Christina's gonna take a step back while she checks her pockets for anything useful. Not a weapon, but like any sort of shovel or other device.
Okay. As you check your pockets, you also have 3 cards. You have 3 cards. Tell me when to stop. Let's see what's in your pockets.
Stop.
Okay.
Uh-oh. And stop.
Okay.
This is getting real bad, huh? And finally stop.
Okay. All right. Oh, shit. Okay.
All bad, I'm sure. All bad.
Actually, you begin to look through your bag here, and you definitely have a shovel. Any, self-respecting quandrix hopeful is going to have a shovel. It's just a mathematical decision, of course. But as you're looking through your backpack, you realize that somebody has snuck something into it. And as you pull it out, you can tell that it is probably from one of your family members, who would likely give you a wonderful little present on your first day of school.
Probably Mom. She knows that I was super nervous about going off to school. It's a pet bear tradition to go here to Strixhaven, but I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere as far as we're concerned. So she knew it was scary for me, so she probably would have left me with something.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you pull out what appears to be a clay tablet. It's about 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, and half an inch thick. You see that there's a sigil for a sequence etched into the front of it. This is a magic item of some kind, but you aren't quite sure what it is exactly. But it definitely won't help you in this moment for whatever is going on here. You have drawn the Sun card. You gained a wondrous item, and we'll find out later what it is.
All right. I'll save that for later. Hang on. If you can understand me, do you need help?
Oh. That would be nice. Yes, I don't know if this was more pranks or what.
What? Okay. Stand back if you can. Christina's gonna start digging in with the shovel.
Okay, yes. It does take you quite some time, and it does tire you out, but eventually, Dans, you see the dying sunlight of the evening, and your savior, this herringon that is very dirty now.
Oh.
Okay.
Whew. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without your help right now.
Are you a fellow student?
Yes, I just finished orientation a couple days ago, so trying to get my bearings and find out everything out. I applied to some extracurricular, waiting, studying for tests. Doing the good student thing.
And you started studying down in a hole, huh?
No.
It's an interesting place to study.
No.
Here, let me help you up.
Thank you. Handle trunk.
Either way, whatever works better for you.
Okay. Trunk. Let's go with hand then.
Okay.
I don't have my hand.
Here you go.
Out. Yeah. This was a new shirt, and now it's I need to get it to the Gelatinous. Thank you. Can I? I'm Dan's. Nice to meet you.
Hi. I'm Christina. Good to meet you.
It's definitely good. You helped me out a lot. I don't know why a hole appeared.
Oh, so you just disappeared into a hole?
Yeah.
On campus?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you look around, there is no other person nearby. You hear the sound of crickets beginning to chirp as the dying light is lending to the evening.
Okay. We should probably get back to campus.
Yeah, you heading back to the dorm or?
Yeah, my classes are done for the day. I was going to stop by the shop real quick to see if there were any more books on computational magic, but other than that, I was
Whoa,
going to just head back.
really? What books are you looking? I have a few collections. I am definitely a avid learner of computation mathematics. I'm actually looking for some books myself as I'm taking the course now, and I definitely do not want to fall behind.
Yeah, I finished off the original, the basic book for Computational 101, so I thought I'd, see if I could start reading up on the next book. If you have it.
I don't
Otherwise,
have
I can just get it from the shop. That's okay.
I don't have the next one. Oh, you are definitely above me. That's good. Perhaps we could walk together as to make sure neither one of us no more holes appear. And...
Right. That makes sense.
Excellent. We see the camera pull back as the two of you begin to walk towards the dorms and the screen fades to black. A few days later, we see a montage of various students scrambling around as they are trying to cram as much studying as they can. You all know that tomorrow is going to be the final, the very, very first test that you're going to take in your first year here at Strixhaven. You are all enrolled in the class of magical physiologies, and you have a test on Slotty. As the new day starts, it begins in Wyla's room. Wyla, you haven't been able to spend much time with your roommate, if at all. You haven't really been able to see them, but you see that your room is completely immaculate on their side. You see everything is lined up, and there's a small trunk at the foot of the bed. There's books on shelves and a little desk that is very neat and precise. It looks as if the bed itself is kind of like a nest. It is the only part that is a mess. It looks like someone would have burrowed in there and more or less just made their home. But now that it's been a little bit of time, what does your side of the room look like?
While Eris's side is relatively neat and ordered, Wyla's is a complete mess. Everything is paint splattered and in complete disarray. One wall is a complete mural. She came in and immediately started creating broad strokes of what is going to be a very large storm. And in certain swirls of the storm, you can already see finer details that showcase her experiences here. Her first day with Alistair's crown of fear, Sebastian's roar, Eris's magic missiles, and the basilisk running away. As time that moves on, she adds in these finer details and swirls of the storm, but it's a work in progress. But everything is pretty much covered in paint.
Excellent. As you are starting your day, perhaps covered in paint in this moment, we hear a frantic knock, 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 knock on your door.
What could this be? She's probably working on the mural right now. So, after releasing a really deep sigh, being interrupted, she goes to the door, opens it. What do you want?
As you yank the door open, you have 2 cards. Thank you so much, chat. Tell me when to stop, please.
Stop.
Okay.
And stop.
Okay. So you see this very well-dressed individual in front of you. You see that his hair is quite disheveled. He looks as if he has been in a panic. You see that there is a smudge of chocolate on one cheek. There seems to be some stray flour across all of his clothes. And you see in front of you Dear Cataras. He says, "Hello, Wyla, right?
Yes, Cataras, what's going on? What?
I have an immense emergency, and I was wondering if you could help me. What? Why are you covered in paint?"
I was busy. I'm painting. What's going on, Cataras?
Okay, look, I'm sure you've seen the flyers all around campus, and I know that everyone is busy with studying for the test tomorrow, but I have a dire emergency, and I am in need of a hero. I was wondering if you would please join my bake-off team.
You want me to cook? I have some basic knowledge of cooking. I've taught people how to cook.
Excellent! Then you already are more experienced than a lot of the first years. Here. Please, oh please, I will give you in exchange a favor.
She looks forlornly over at the mural, all the things she needs to add in, and back to Cataras. Like, okay,
Excellent. You might want to change. I will be back. Please meet me in the student lobby when you're ready.
She just looks down and slowly starts prestidigitation, removing the paint spray.
So when you cast prestidigitation, what does it look like as you're casting this spell?
It looks like she's burning the paint away. Little sparks of fire points out from her fingertips, and the paint just burns off her clothes.
Excellent. You see Cataras run over to the other side of the hallway and bang, 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 knocks on the door for Coral. Coral, when you wake up first thing in the morning, what does it look like on the inside of your room? What do you look like? What are you doing?
So she's probably still asleep. There's no way she's up. She loves her sleep. She'll wear like an old like night shift and some big old sloppy socks, because she's not used to having cold feet like that. Her hair is again complete and utter mess, and the clothes from yesterday on the back of the bed. There's probably a little bit of dirt and some debris, plant debris on the floor, and she'll probably be like stumbling to the door, like, "What? Who? How late is it?"
It's actually quite early. Hi, I don't think we've met before. You see that there's a bit of a blush going over his cheeks, and he blinks away from you, and he says, "My name is Cataras. I was wondering if you could help me with something. I have something of an emergency, and I just need some helpful students to volunteer for something."
Right. So Coral will go like, and somewhere in her hair, she pulls out a pencil. She'll twist it and put it up. She's like, "All right, let's do this. Where are we going?"
Excellent. I hope you know how to bake, or at least gather ingredients.
Ingredients, I can do that. Baking, have you ever tried to bake underneath the ocean?
I can't say I have.
Yeah, exactly. We're not big bakers, but gathering ingredients, I can do that. Do I need to put on shoes?
Shoes are optional.
I might want to get dressed. Give me a minute. And she like closes.
Yeah. He just kind of like leans back. He's like,
Yeah.
And then you can hear some distant banging as he runs over to another door. Bang, 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 bang. Christina, it is early in the morning. There is someone knocking at your door.
Christina has been up for a couple hours already. She's for the last few days, she's been trying to get Reginald's help on this, but just generally, she's trying to figure out how to turn her create a produce flame spell into something that is not scary to Emmy.
Oh.
So she's been trying to figure out, she knows that there are different flowers in the world that create illumination, and that's what she's really after. So she's been trying to transform the spell a little bit. And Reginald has, glared at her because that's what he does. But she's been trying to learn while Emmy's asleep so that it doesn't bug her.
Yes.
So that's what she's doing. She has a mug of coffee in one hand, and she's just working on it with her other hand when she hears the knock.
I think the few extra hours every day that you've been putting into trying to do this, you have definitely made quite a bit of progress, and you feel that you're pretty close. You're getting to a point where you'll be able to do exactly what you're trying to. But for the moment, you have definitely been doubling up on the coffee. You are very tired. You have drawn the balance card. What you're going to do is take your current hit points down to halfway, and your spell slots are half expended.
Makes sense. All right. Round up or round out on the spells?
Whatever it is to take you to the middle. But it is the start of a new day, so presumably you have rested. So presumably down, unfortunately. But it'll be just fine. You hear banging on the door.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Emmy, it's fine. I'll check on it. You just sleep. It's okay. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. My name is Cataras.
Oh, hi. Hi, good to meet you. I'm Christina. Hi.
Hi. Look, I know this is a lot to ask. I need your help. Do you have a few hours to spare? He looks down at the cup of coffee that you're holding and he says, I could get you some really good coffee. I know a guy.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had some Frost Giant brew?
No.
Sounds good.
It's monstrously good.
That sounds great. Let me just... She polishes off the rest of the coffee, still in her mug, puts it down, and says, okay, what do you need help with, though?
So, every year they have what they call a Strixhaven students versus staff bake-off. And it's a way for the first years to kind of get to know each other and just a bit of good competition fun. Unfortunately, my whole squad has decided to bail on me at the last second, so I'm in dire straits. I need someone to help me, and I was trying to form a team. Can you help?
Sure. I haven't done a lot of baking. I've done cooking, though. Some of the mechanics are the same. I can help with that.
Good enough. They're basically the same thing, right?
We'll go with that, yeah.
Yeah. We're all gathering in the student lounge.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'll meet you there then. And
Sounds
Christina pulls out whatever key she has for her room and locks up behind her.
Okay, sounds good. Did you want to go immediately with Cataras, or did you want to get ready and do something?
I think she has to put on a non-sleep shirt real quick, and beyond that, I think she'll grab her books for the day as well, just in case she needs to split off from the group to go to class. But otherwise, she'll just head out.
All right, sounds good. He's going to head into the direction of the student lounge, so it doesn't end up really mattering. You end up coming up to him as he's banging on a door. You're kind of passing by him. Dans, there is a frantic knocking on your door.
Oh, well, be right there. I open the door.
Okay. You see Christina behind Cataras as he's on the other side. He's like, hello. My name is Cataras.
Hi, Cataras.
Hi. I was wondering if you can help me.
Yes.
Christina and I are going to be part of a bake-off.
Hi, Christina. Yeah, she helped me. I'll help her. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you know each other.
She saved me from certain doom, so yes.
Oh, well, excellent. Yeah. Well,
Speaking of, have you heard of holes opening up in the middle of the campus at times, mysteriously?
That does happen sometimes. Quite a few
Oh.
things. It is a college of magic. Some strange, unexplained things happen time to time, to be honest.
Just to anyone, or just,
Hasn't happened to me or anyone I know. We'll call it a theory of deduction.
All right. Yeah, I was just finishing up something. Do we go now?
Whenever you're ready. We're gathering in the student lounge.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay.
See you there, Dance.
See ya.
Bye. As you close the door, is there anything that you want to do to get ready?
I just want to finish telling my fortune for the day, with my fun little sand device, and then go to get dressed, get my nice glasses on that fit my head.
Okay. If it makes any difference, as you try to tell your fortune for the day, it tells you that you're going to have a bad day.
Oh, yes, I can do this. It'll be fine. I just won't be allowed to touch the flames or anything. I'll do little as possible. Okay, I got this.
Excellent. So we see a montage of everyone gathering together, and Kadaras looks excited as we all come together. He says, "All right, we're gonna head straight over there. So we're going to the Witherbloom campus. Wintershin's Hall is where they're holding the bake-off. Just follow me, I guess. Thank you so much, everyone, for helping me. I am in your debt. Honestly, anything that I can do for you after this." It doesn't even matter if we win. I just didn't want to give up. I didn't want to just not go through with it.
Sure.
Yes.
It's important to try new things. Yeah.
Yeah. And as he leads you all to the Witherbloom campus, behold, the Witherbloom campus Ort. So as we make our way over to the Witherbloom campus, we see the terrain changing quite drastically. We see that the pure manicured yards here in the center of the campus begin to meld away into swamps, and we find ourselves in a thick bayou. There are croaking sounds all around us, insects chirping. You see there are fireflies blinking in and out of existence all around you. There is a heady, musky scent of earth and water all about. And as you're picking your way through the pathway, you are led directly to the Wintershin's Hall. And it is there that you see inside the main center of the room has been cleared away. You see a wide banner across the top of the building that says the Spring Bake-Off. And there are a number of flowers. They're just peppered throughout the area. It is very, very pretty. You see that there are 6 large tables set up. And there are a number of students and faculty gathered around.
So, Kadaras, what do we need to have different thing? I'm assuming we aren't all doing the same thing. Do you have a strategy for who should do what to help the team?
I was hoping that you could all help me with that. So all we have to do is make one dish. That's it. It's really simple. Each one of the teams is going to do that, and we have a whole pantry of magical ingredients at our disposal. We could have someone prepping. We could have someone gathering the ingredients. Someone in charge of the oven. Someone in charge of the timers. And, I don't know. The peeler? The potato peeler?
I volunteer.
Potatoes.
I'm
What-
good at gathering stuff, but how do we determine what we're making?
Yes. What is the concept? What are we baking?
Does it have to be a cake? Does it have to be baked? I also make a salad. Salad is easy.
We could do a salad. I think it doesn't really matter as long as it goes in the oven. Can you put a salad in the oven?
That might be yucky. You know what? But
It
if we
would
mix it
wilt
with
really fast.
yeah, but you know what? Then it turns into roasted veggies. But we could make, what is it called? The eggy thing. Quiche?
Quiche. We could make a quiche.
Quiche.
That's like eggs, and you mix all kinds of veggies in it.
We could do a quiche.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm gonna run over and grab some ingredients. I'll just bring whatever I can. I'll be right back. And you see Cataras begin to scramble away, leaving the group of you to yourselves for the moment.
So yeah, Coral is like grabbing into one of her big old pockets, and she has like a little teeny tiny pouch, and she'll turn it inside down. You can see that on the inside it's kind of crusted with salt. She's like, I got some sea salt. And she'll scrape it off. So yeah, we got salt. We got the good salt.
Wonderful. Salt is one of the most important ingredients in cooking.
Yeah, and it's sea salt. It's ocean salt. Mm-hmm. Right from my homeworld.
So if we're gonna do a quiche, what vegetables would we like to put in there, or do you think they have those veggies already lined up for us?
I mean, it depends on what he's going to bring us, but I think you can put almost anything in a quiche. But I mean, mushrooms would be cool. Just got to make sure they're not like the killing kind.
Right.
Some greens would be nice, but we got to watch because there's certain greens you got to boil them first, else they taste like bleh. But you know, like maybe like onions.
Oh yeah, that would work. Okay.
And then she's just like totally unstealthily check what the others are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody can roll this.
Wyla would also want to look around, see what else people are doing.
Okay. Wow, that's a nat 20 from Wyla. Wow, that's a nat 20 from Coral. Oh my gosh, y'all are snooping.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, you perceive everything in the room. Oh my god, you see all my secrets. You see the table to your north here. They seem to be making some kind of dessert. It seems to have some kind of a gelatin base. They are currently putting together the different ingredients and making a tower. You see that the table over to your right, they seem to be making a cake of some kind. Over here, they are making some kind of 3-dish tower with an appetizer at the top, and there's like a meat dish in the middle, and then a pie at the bottom. You see over here in the far corner that they currently don't have anything on the table. They seem to be drawing directly on the table with some crayons and trying to make some kind of a plan. And over here in the northernmost corner, far from you, you see that there are two individuals that are very distinctly not dressed for a bake-off. They are both holding notepads in their hands and speaking to each other, looking around as they talk.
Right, so, well, looks like we're not the only ones who are just coming up with a plan. But who decided that you put meat on top of a normal cake? And Jello isn't even baked.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Christina is looking around underneath the table,
freedom.
trying to figure out if there are any spices.
Yeah. As you look through the table here, you see that there's an oven. There are a number of shelves and some cupboards. You open one and you see that there are a number of vials here. One is marked Jasper Dust. Another one is marked a medium-sized dash of basalt. You see that there's one that says stone dust. You see that there is one that has a stem in it, and it says cardamom stem from a pixie-tended herb garden.
That's fancy.
And you see one with some kind of liquid in it, and it says soaked and brined noble genie blood.
Oh.
Would Coral notice
I think we're going to use that one, but okay.
they're pulling out?
Yeah, they're all pretty conspicuous.
Yeah, because so would she know what that stuff normally is for? Because it more sounds like we're at an alchemy table than we're at like a bake-off.
Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Yeah, no, we're not good at that.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay, 16. Yeah, a lot of these ingredients are not your traditional cooking ingredients. It seems that perhaps someone has mixed up your salt and pepper with very strange different kinds of dust and also liquids.
And so she's like, all right, we should probably not cook with those. Those are not really cooking ingredients. And she's like just stuffing them back onto the table. Right, yeah, no. Maybe once he gets back, maybe we can get some spices from the pantry. But let's not. No, that's not going to be good. I mean, poisoning the judges is not a good first step over here. I think that might be. I'm kind of trying to get into Witherbloom. I don't want to poison any judges.
The cardamom sounded promising, but I don't know.
Yeah, see, you don't know.
I'm gonna go check the other ingredients table, see if there's some spices over there. Then, since this is, these all sound very strange for cooking.
Right, is there any like baking pans or something around that we can already like get ready while he's like grabbing stuff, or some knives or something?
Yeah, absolutely. All of the tools that you need are there.
Right, so yeah, let's just set it up, and maybe we can. They're all making a tower. Should we make a tower too?
We're still waiting on the ingredients. Where did Caldoris go?
He should be back by now.
There's only so much we can do while waiting.
So as you say that, you see that the two individuals with notebooks, they begin to walk over towards your group here. And you see, first, the bright-eyed, wide smile of Mina Lee. She waves as she approaches to you. And she says, "Hi, everyone. I'm Mina Lee. I'm part of the Strixhaven Star, and here is my associate." And she gestures over to the man standing next to her, who appears to be a little less friendly. He seems a lot more composed. Oops, that's the wrong button. You find Grayson Wildemere. You see that he has a sort of regal bearing to him. He has his hair slicked back, and he kind of looks down his nose at everyone. He says, "Hello, everyone. My name is Grayson Wildemere. I am also part of the Strixhaven Star. We just wanted to ask a few questions of you. We are here to investigate and report on the bake-off."
Maybe we should wait for our fearless leader. He just went to the pantry.
Oh, are you not ready?
Do we look ready?
What questions do you have?
He's looking Coral up and down, and he doesn't seem impressed at all. Noticing his look here, Mina begins to nervously kind of wring her hands, and she says, hey, Grayson, welcome back. I think it makes sense to interview the whole group together, right? Don't worry. Thank you so much. Really sorry about that. We're gonna go check out one of the other tables, and we'll be back soon. Is that all right?
Yes, please.
And And they both nod to you. And as they're beginning to walk off, Mina looks over at Dan's and says, I think I recognize you. Have you been over to Hi.
Like he's like was like kind of like white knuckling like a mixing bowl, hoping don't notice me. Hi, yes.
I think I saw you in the lobby for Strixhaven Star. Am I imagining things?
No, it's so kind of you to remember someone like me. I wanted to be in with the Strixhaven Star to help with horoscopes if you had anything.
Right, yes. Grayson, this is the individual that I was talking about. How wonderful would it be to have a section in our newspaper for this? I think it would be a wonderful hit. It would be sensational. You see Grayson just kind of look disappointed as he looks at you, Dans.
Oh, hi, Mr. Rodmaster. Yes, it would be a great honor to join such a exquisite paper and show the students the horoscopes for the day or week, and we can do a special entry for like today's birthday and what they should expect. If you would so kindly consider it, sir.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I kind of want to give myself disadvantage on this.
You can do that if you like, absolutely.
Because he is having being in the swamp is not good for Dan's.
Okay. With the disadvantage, that is 14.
Okay.
He looks thoughtful, and he looks over the rest of the group. Would any of you be interested in reading your horoscope in the student paper?
I mean, why not? Would be interesting to see and then compare later on.
This
Like
could
a
be fun.
science experiment.
What of you? He looks over at Christina.
Christina comes back with, I guess, some spices and is like, "What? I'm sorry. What was the question?"
Would you read the student paper if there were horoscopes in it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think reading the school newspaper is important, and there's always important details about things in there. And yeah, I check the horoscope section if it was in there.
He looks dismissively back to Mina and he says, "We'll talk about it." And he begins to walk away. As he does, Mina just kind of gives you a rueful smile dance. I think he'll warm up to it. You know what?
Okay.
I'll start a poll, a student poll. You know, numbers, they always do the thing.
Numbers are key. Maybe if I get Mr. Wildmail's birthday, I can do his horoscope for him.
Right? I think his birthday is in a week. And then she gives you a date.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his birthday. He mentioned something about a party.
I'll do his horoscope for him. It's
Wonderful.
Nice present. Now, where's our fearless leader with our ingredients? And she looks like, where's the pantry?
Yes. So she gestures over and she says, I think the pantry's that way. And she begins to walk off, and the two of them make their way over to a different table, and you see that they begin to engage in a conversation over here. You see over by the pantry, it seems that Cataras is trying to fill his arms with all sorts of ingredients. Christina, you would have found that the other tables definitely had just normal spices, and they would have been more than happy to share what they can with you. Coral, as you look over, you can see that Cataras has his arms full. He has different trays stacked on top of each other, and he's beginning to waddle his way back to the table.
Yeah, she will definitely go over and try and help, which might not be such a good idea because she's kind of clumsy.
Go ahead and roll me a dex save.
Exactly. I am explaining that with, going from water to land, because that's a +0.
Excellent.
Yeah.
A 4. So we see that he begins to pass over a number of trays to you, but it is too much. There are too many moving pieces. The weight is uneven. One of the trays begins to lean a certain way, and it all comes crashing down. And we see you land prone somewhere around here.
Oh.
So there's a mighty crash that rings throughout
Oh,
the Wintershins Hall here as
Oh.
Coral
I'm fine.
falls
Everything's
down.
fine. Everything's fine. I'm hoping did we save the eggs? The eggs are the most important part.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Everything's fine. Just let's get our ingredients and get going. Everybody else is already in the middle of it.
The eggs are
There's probably, like,
smashed everywhere. There are
Flour in
no
my ear.
eggs that survived. Yeah,
No.
absolutely. You have like an egg running down one of your fins. You have flour all over you. And you see that the people at the table here, they were startled by this sound. You see one of them drop something into the Jello mixture, and they all begin to argue. You hear them yelling to one another as Coral is on the ground. Dans, what do you want to do? You see that Coral has fallen down.
I approached and it'd be okay. I can help. I can help you if you like. Help you up and
Just be careful that you don't fall on the eggs.
nope. Looks at the shells. No, I think I can manage. But we could just do it without the quiche thing and do maybe a different type of dish. I know of some other things that could help.
Okay. I mean, if it all comes down, we'll just make some roast vegetables.
We'll see what we have and
Yes.
make what we can.
Let's see
Cataras.
what we can save.
Yeah, so as you're all kind of scrounging between the different materials here, Cataras is trying to help you, and he's so apologetic. You see that he is completely blushing from all the way across his face to the tips of his ears, this like bright pink purple across his cheeks, and he's like, I'm so sorry, that was all my fault. I gave you too much all at once. And there's just this chatter in the background of these other students here as they're yelling at each other. And one of them throws something to the ground and they begin to wrestle. And
Oh,
you
no.
see them grappling one another.
No, please stop. And I would definitely like to try to involve myself. I don't know how that would just try to. Please don't.
Oh my.
We are all friends here. We're all good people.
Yeah. As you're kind of like stepping forward to try to intervene, you see that the Jello begins to warble precariously and it falls down onto two of them.
Oh, I can't use my trunk to catch it.
Oh no, I don't think you want to catch it. You see the Jello just completely engulfs two of these people and it begins to move. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Let's see if I get another 0. Oh, okay.
Ooh, 17.
See if this works.
That's with a -1.
All right. Close.
Ah, that worked.
All right.
Okay.
That work?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Christina, you go first at the top of the order here. You see that the gelatinous cube, I mean, the
Jello.
the
Jello
Jello, right?
Yeah.
It just slumps down on two people and they become engulfed in it. What would you like to do?
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Everybody move back. And Christina is going to she's going to look at her hands and she's going to think about what she can cast. While she's doing that, she's going to move a few feet back away from this glob. About to there, I think. And from there, she is going to throw a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
It did look like this thing was moving on its own, right? It didn't just fall off the table. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, you hear people screaming on the inside of it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Here we go. And guiding bolt goes their direction. And misses wildly, I'm imagining, because that was an 8.
Armor class is 6, so that does hit.
Okay. I'll take it. Oh man, that's so much too.
Guiding bolt is a very strong spell.
Tis strong. That's 15 damage.
Okay, very good. What does this look like as you're casting it? What do we see?
As she is considering and stepping back, she is also summoning into her hands some sunflower seeds that she's pulled from her pockets, and those sunflower seeds sprout into sunflowers, and they point directly at the gelatinous cube and give a guiding light out of Christina's hands towards the gelatinous cube to help others figure out where to target.
Excellent. Does it have like an aura or something? Because it does give the advantage for the next attack.
Yes, it basically, the sunflowers are coming out and they are casting the light that they have absorbed from the sun back at the gelatinous cube.
Oh, I love that so much.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay. Next we have Wyla.
Wyla is going to. Oh, there we are.
Oh, let me explain real quick what Guiding Bolt does for those in chat who don't know what it is. It's a ranged spell attack, and it does 4d6 radiant damage, so it does a lot of damage. This is a level 1 spell, and if it hits, then the next attack roll made on that target is made with advantage. So, Wyla, it is your turn, and if you do manage to hit it, you will hit it at advantage.
Okay. Wyla will summon a ball of fire to her hand and just throw it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again, and just in case it's a crit. Okay. 19 absolutely hits.
Okay.
1 damage. Hey, every bit counts. So tell me what this looks like as you cast this.
Well, Wyla's never been comfortable with combat, so this is what she uses to paint, and so as she throws it, kind of fizzles out towards it and does a little bit of but hey.
Yeah, you do see like a chunk of it gets cooked off and it bubbles away. So you do something. And did you want to move at all?
Wyla would fly straight up in the air.
Okay. How far up do you want to fly? 30?
15 feet.
15? Okay.
Yeah, 15 feet up and 15 feet forward.
Okay. Very good. All right. Next is Dan's. It is your turn.
Oh, now I see people inside this alive Jello dish, right?
Yes, absolutely. You see that they're trying to wiggle free, but they are stuck.
Can I reach in and pull both or one out?
You can definitely try. Let's see. Make an athletics roll if you try to pull one out.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 6. Unfortunately, that's not enough. As you stick your hand in there and you try to pull it out, you manage to yank yourself free, and they kind of scoot an inch closer to the edge.
Oh.
But they're not, unfortunately.
No. Oh, no, it's coming true. And I just stand there with my staff, and I just get ready, and I tap my staff on the ground twice as a constellation of stars appear around it as I cast Shillelagh on it.
Okay.
Stamina. I got this.
Very good. Coral, you are on the ground. It will take half movement to stand up, but otherwise it is your turn.
Yes, she will definitely stand up and see how far away are we. If she does go diagonal, she should be able to make it closer to the ooze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because she would first think about whoever is inside, the cube, and she'll probably whip her shield from her back and like try and dig pieces of the gelatin away from the people so she can get them out.
Okay. We'll go ahead and say this is an athletics roll.
Right. Right.
Okay, excellent. 18. Yes. All right. You managed to dig out one of the people here. And they just go flying out to the side here. They're gasping for air. Thank you. Oh, it smells awful in there. Oh, heavens.
It does smell like a speak over here.
So that will count as your action. Do you want to use a bonus action?
Do I even have a bonus action?
We are level 1, so the answer is probably no for most people.
Nope. She'll probably just keep hold of her shield.
Okay, sounds good. It is now the gelatinous cube's turn. You see that it will... It will try to lash out. Oops, don't roll as a basilisk. What? Okay, it'll try to lash out at Coral, and you just see like one of these like appendages begins to form, and it tries to slap you. Ooh, that's a hit. Take 11 acid damage.
So it's like, for once my armor class is like 19, and that thing still hits me.
Yeah, unfortunately. And as it hits your shield, you see that there is this score of damage that rakes down the front of it. It is absolutely a terrible blow here.
Yep, because she has like 1 HP left. It's like she gets hit, and she's like...
Yeah, it has an odor to it that is very distinct. It's something between rotting eggs and just hot garbage. Yeah. Sorry, is that too much?
even somebody used to smell in the ocean and the ports close to the ocean is like, nope.
I think they got our spices.
At the bottom of the order, we'll have all the NPCs move. You see this individual that's inside the cube tries to escape. They kind of wriggle around, but they can't quite get out. You see this person, they disengage, and they just start running for their life. This person also runs for their life, disengage and running. You just see everyone just mass fleeing the area here as they are trying to run for their lives. But it is now the top of the order, and we have Christina.
Yeah, all right. There's still one person trapped in the goo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Christina knows she does not have the strength to get anyone out of that, but what she's going to do her best to use a spell to target the area near that person to open up the way as best as she can.
Okay.
So first of all, she's going to move to where that would work. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. Over here. And from here, she's going to throw some poison spray at that area, just trying to open up some of it. So that's a Constitution 14 saving throw that we need from the gelatinous cube.
Okay, excellent. Con. Wow. That was a nat 20. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I missed terribly. Oh boy.
Oh no. We just see like a close-up of Dan's.
Yeah.
Just a flashback in your mind of the horoscope that you read earlier.
Yeah. Oh.
That sounded like you said horoscope, because it was not a horoscope.
It
It was
is
a horror.
horoscope. Absolutely.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Next time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna
Excellent.
be it for Christina.
As you're kind of moving, you find something crunch underneath your foot, and it draws your attention. As you stood on something solid, but you will have to investigate more on your next turn. Next we have in the order Wyla. Oh, sorry. Before I forget, Cataras is at the end of the round here. So at the end of the previous round, you see Cataras beginning to wheel his arms, and he shoots forward a magical flare.
Ooh.
Oops, that's the melee. Ranged. Oop, he rolled a 5. It goes wide. You see a bolt of magic just erupt from his hands, and it just crashes into the table nearby. So he completely fails here, but it is now actually your turn, Wyla.
Wyla's gonna send a fiery flower towards Cole real fast, the healing word. And then another produce flame towards...
Very good. That's a nat 20. 27 absolutely hits.
Nice.
Okay.
For 6 damage.
6 damage. Very good. Hey, every bit counts. What does
I
this
get
look
healed?
like? Yes, you healed 7 hit points. So what does this one look like, Wyla?
Oh. She's starting to feel a little more self-assured, and this one, she just takes a deep breath and throws the ball of fire straight at it.
Excellent. Smashes into it, and you see more of the bubbles just kind of pop on the side of it. Next, we have Dan's.
There's still one in there. Of course. All right, I can do this, and I will take my shield and my staff and try to like wedge it in and pop it out. Like use it as like leverage to pop this last trapped student out of the cube.
Okay. You can absolutely, if you wanted to focus more on doing damage, you can do an attack roll. If you want to focus on getting them out, it will be athletics.
It'd be saving. I save people.
Okay. That is a 6. Unfortunately, you find like as you're trying to stick your staff in there, it just kind of gets stuck, and it's just like boing.
Oh, this day, I need to find a way to break horoscopes. And no more bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. Coral, it is your turn. You feel a lot better after Wyla's spell.
Yeah, it probably made her like shiver. Like the little, like almost like you when you get the little pee-pee shiver, like the little kids. And she will see Dan's, I'm guessing the staff is still stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and since she's also close by, she will put her strength and her athletics, whatever, with it, and try to finish what he started.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you the help action here. So go ahead and do athletics at advantage.
Right. All right. That should have been twice.
Okay. 12 is what you needed here. Excellent. So Dan's, you're trying to get it. It's just not enough strength. Coral comes and doubles up, and the two of you, yike, this person out. They fall to the ground here. They're sputtering.
Stinky catapult.
Oh, thank you.
That was awful. Oh no. Run for your lives. Excellent. Any bonus action from you?
No, that was
Okay.
all I could do.
Okay. You see the cube begins to warble angrily. It will try to go for you again, Coral, and just slap. Wow. Why am I the one rolling really high? 20. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it's like a 19. My armor class is 19. What the frack,
I
Jello?
I know. You take 8 damage.
All right. That puts her exactly at 0.
Okay. So we see this pseudopod just go whack, and Coral falls to the floor, prone. Very good. And that's its turn. At the end of the order, you see Catarass going, "Oh no, this is awful." Hiya! Okay, he does 5 force damage as it slams into the gelatinous cube here. Christina, it is your turn.
Okay. Coral is right next to the gelatinous cube.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15.
No, this guy would have run away. Whee!
Gosh. Okay, Christina's going to take a couple of steps closer, trying to avoid hitting anybody, and shouldn't have stayed up so late studying other things. She's going to try with the poison spray again.
Okay.
That's not right. No, it is poison spray. Sweet. All right, so another Constitution saving throw from the gelatinous cube.
Okay. In case this changes anything, the item that you had stepped on, you look down, and it seems that in the frenzy of the battle here, someone has dropped something.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be a whip.
Huh. All right.
I'll let you pick it up, and basically equip it for a bonus action here if you want, because it's on the
Okay.
floor.
All right. Yeah. Christina's gonna pick it up, and look at it and go. She thinks about trying to whip Coral and trying to pull her away, but
You could try to do that, absolutely.
do I know how to do this? Yep. She's gonna try. Okay. She's seen too many people do funny things with whips, so she's gonna try. She's gonna try to whip Coral's leg.
Okay.
And pull her away.
This is going to be a sleight of hand roll.
All right, here we go. +3, not bad. That didn't look good though. That was a 7.
7. Unfortunately, not. You go like, hiya! In this really heroic moment, and it just like kind of flops on the ground. And you realize, oh, you weren't close enough.
Huh. All right. Well, good thought anyways. Somebody help Coral.
Anything else for you on your turn?
I think that's gonna be it. Unfortunately, because of the balance card, I'm out of spell slots.
Yeah. So you have drawn the key card. You can add a whip +2 to your inventory.
Nice.
Useful.
Very useful. Wyla, it is your turn.
I'll send another fiery flower towards Coral.
Okay.
That's my last one.
Okay. You heal for 6 hit points. You are still prone, Coral.
Okay.
And
Produce flame. 25 is a hit.
And that is 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Another. It goes wobble, 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 wobble. All right. Did you want to move at all?
Move closer.
Okay. Still 15 feet up in the air?
Yeah, 15 feet up, above Coral.
Okay.
In case she drops again, so I can move her out.
Okay. Sounds good. Dans, it is your turn.
People out. People say, Core, look over at Christine. What is with me and cube-shaped things as I cast Cure Wounds on Core?
Okay.
And as I do, I'm gonna go hand for because you don't have time to ask. As my hand touches up against your wound, and as it does, a sunrise spreads across your body as I heal you.
Ooh.
Let's see. Add what? For 7 hit points.
Very good.
Nice. Back up to 12.
And come at me square as I'm totally not kind of afraid. And that's my turn.
Okay, Coral, you are prone, but you are full health now.
Yes, she would then get up and she will pull her trident and she will be like, "All right, this is too much. This is too much," and she will attack with her trident.
Okay.
With two-handed.
So you find that as you are doing this in this moment here, perhaps it is the sense of companionship. Everyone's working together. You feel the magic just infuse inside of you, and you feel hale and healthy. You have drawn the star card. You can immediately add 1 to one of your stats. You cannot exceed 24.
Okay. So I pick whichever I want.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to do strength, you can do that. Wisdom, whatever you like. You just add +1.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Did you want to put that into your strength? Where do you want to put that?
I was going to put it in intelligence because it would put me at a 12 for intelligence.
Okay, sounds good. So that won't affect your weapon roll here. So the trident 24 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
So apply that. Yes, apply new score. All right, come on. All right. Damage. Okay. All right.
Holy shit. 10 damage.
But it's piercing, which doesn't really help with ooze as much.
So you find that it is still quite effective for this cube here. As you stab through it and you pull out, you see
with
that
a big old roasting fork, kind of like.
You see like chunks of it go flying, just and it warbles angrily.
And while she's like, I don't believe in hurting people or things, but you're taking this too far, you slobber. Schnot.
Anything else for you?
No. I'm just imagining her standing there covered, like her hair is going part down, part up from flour and eggs, and now there's ooze everywhere and like little acid damage, and like, maybe she glows a little from the sunshine that Dan's put on. I'm just thinking that's like the biggest. She looks like the craziest person ever.
Excellent. It is the Gelatinous Cube's turn. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. Dan's, all your posturing seems to draw its attention as it goes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I would like to use my reaction to cast shield as a spectral constellation forms upon my shield to try to. I know it does nothing, but
okay, yeah. All right. I rolled a
like,
nat 20.
I know.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Shit.
Stella, stop trying to kill us.
You said it was a bad day.
It was a bad day. Okay, you hit the ground unconscious. Everyone just sees Dan just get slapped by this gelatinous cube. Dan just folds in front of you. Christina, it is your turn.
Okay. She's gonna look back real quick to see if there's any students, and is going to shout, "Someone get faculty quick!"
Where are all the teachers?
Is going to hop over to about here, thinking that maybe distance is the issue with why she keeps missing.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to use that poison spray spell. No. She's going to try what she's been working on. She wants to see if this works. So she concentrates and a white rose blooms in her hand. And as she lets it rise out of her hand, she's going to toss it at the gelatinous cube as she casts her attempt at a produce flame.
Excellent. So far, it's worked just fine for Wyla.
And that is a 20
Okay,
to hit.
that's a hit. Absolutely.
Excellent. So as the white rose is flying towards the gelatinous cube, it stays structurally there up until the point where it reaches it, and suddenly it just catches fire everywhere and does 2 damage.
Okay, very good. Hey, those 2 damage might make a difference. Excellent. Anything else for you?
And because I got close enough that I feel like I'm in danger from the gelatinous cube, Christina is going to use her ability to hop backwards 10 feet away from the gelatinous cube without taking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
What's that called? The rabbit hop. Whee!
Rabbit hop. Excellent. Okay. I forgot to do Cataras's roll here. He goes, hiya! He hits for 11 damage. You just see like a big chunk of Jello just goes flying. Wyla, you see Coral went down, Coral went up, Coral went down. You see Dan's is down now. And in this moment, you realize there's just something in the back of your mind that tells you, oh no, this encounter, it was meant to be difficult all along. You have drawn the skull card. This encounter is harder than normal. And you just get this feeling in your gut. What kind of emotion are you feeling right now?
Definitely a bit of dread. Her resources are spent, and another companion has fallen.
In this moment, that same voice in the back of your head, it tells you, you've had such a bad day today. All of you. The moment you woke up, you were meant for doom. But you shouldn't fear, Wyla fear. Ha. For I've been keeping an eye on you. Would you like my help? It does come at a cost. You just hear this voice of someone you've never heard before. What do you want to say to it?
It's going to be a roll because, as a fae, she does not trust deals made from strangers.
That is a very, very healthy mentality. I'm just gonna say.
But right now, she really needs assistance. So I'm going to do a percentile roll.
Okay.
And we're going to see where it falls.
Okay.
Ouch. She's sticking with her fae gut. She doesn't trust it.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to it? Or do you just want to dismiss it without a word?
Who are you? What are you? Identify yourself.
My name doesn't necessarily matter, but we can say that I'm a force to be reckoned with. You see, Strixhaven is an ancient place, and there are many, many creatures that reside in the darker places between. You might not need me now, but I won't be far. And if you wish to see me again, all you need to do is call out for help. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. You can put in your back pocket this Fates card, you can alter an event or the outcome event to your choosing. You can make literally anything happen. The only thing you can't do is bring back a dead character. And you get to just put this in your back pocket. But it will come at a cost.
Okay.
And you kind of like shake your head. You shake... Oh shit, that's the wrong combat music. Actually, no, let's go with it. You kind of shake your head and you are back here in this moment. You're fluttering up in the air. You see Coral is back up, Dan's is down. What do you want to do?
I can't move Dan's. Dan's is too big for me.
Dan's is an elephant person. He is quite large.
Yeah, I'm quite small.
You are very small.
So, I'm just gonna do tried and true. Another produce flame.
Okay. 24 is a hit, absolutely. 2 damage, very good. Another whoosh. Anything else for you?
That's all I have.
Okay. Dan's, I need a death saving throw from you, please. Good luck. Sorry I crit you.
It was roll 20. We're blaming roll 20.
Yeah, roll 20. You rolled a 4. That is 1 failure. Please mark 1 failure on your death save. Coral, it is your turn.
Right. How close to disembowelment does the ooze look?
It looks pretty messed up. It looks definitely more than half of it is been blown away, burned away. It is very structurally weak. There are a number of holes cut through it.
Yeah. She'll consider for like a second, and then she'll like slap her hand on Dan's leg, and she's gonna cast Healing Hands, and he's gonna gain 5 hit points.
Okay. You can hear Dan's just suck in a breath. He is prone, but no longer dying. Anything else for you?
No, that was it.
Is Healing Hands an action?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
I think, yeah, it's an action. I can touch somebody. And I used all of them.
Okay. Very good. So it is the Gelatinous Cube's turn. It's gonna try to hit Coral. Jesus fucking Christ. Rolled another 22. I think it's rolled like 3 22s. You take 7 acid damage as it goes. Thwah!
The one time I actually have an armor class that's like good with 19, it still whoops me every time.
I'm sorry.
You said 7?
7 acid damage, yes. Okay, at the end of the turn order, Cataract goes pew pew. Hits it for 5 damage. Christina, it is your turn. You see your frontliners are struggling up here.
All right, well, I don't like this at all. This is so foolish, so dangerous. She starts hopping closer and closer and going, I know I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret this. And then as she hops closer and closer, as a bonus action, she is changing from a cute little white and black bunny into she's growing in size, and her arms and legs change into 8 tentacles as her body changes into a giant octopus. And she is going to smack this gelatinous cube with her tentacles as best as she can.
Okay.
It's 2D. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I gotta roll for it first. That is a 13 to hit.
Okay, that is a hit.
All right. And then 2d6. That is 5 damage. But she's going to stay there and look menacing towards the gelatinous cube.
Okay. Yes. You just like slap it back, and you just see like.
Buddies of Cthulhu. Okay.
Yeah. Do we see any like indication of Christina? Like, does it have bunny ears or like fur? Like, you know how like, some druids, like there's like an element of themselves.
Mm-hmm. I think more than anything, it is a coloration where this octopus is, which would normally be a red or an orange color as we're seeing on the screen. This is white with some black spots, and you can see the red of her eyes remains in there as well.
Okay, excellent. Wyla, it is your turn.
Tried and true methods. Just keep blasting with the produced flame.
Very good. 11's a hit. Wow, 8 damage.
Hey, max damage.
As you let this off, it looks like as if the cube here could not take another one of these blows. It is shivering, just. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
We're slowly whittling it down.
Okay. Dans, you find yourself take a breath of fresh air, and you are alive, but you are prone. It will take half your movement to stand up.
Okay. Stand up using my staff, seeing the stars that have faded, looking at an octopus.
The octopus gives you a thumbs up with one of the tentacles.
Okay. Looking at core. 4 good days and no more bad, and strike the ground as constellation pops up in the shillelagh, and I try to attack it with my shillelagh staff.
Okay. 17 is a hit.
There we go.
Tell me what this looks like.
As the constellation lights up, I go, no more for good days. I just bring the staff down into it, and as it doesn't really bash into it, kind of sinks into stop as the little motes of stars are expanding out from this constellation on the staff and start poof, 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 as they kind of like supernova inside as it starts to turn back to a liquid. And no more squares.
You see the liquid just kind of slop down, just losing all structure, and it forms a puddle on the ground here. Completely covers all of your clothes. It smells absolutely rancid. And that is the end of combat.
Immediately collapses on the ground. Cora, and I will cast my last spell slot of Cure Wounds on you, Cora. I'm sorry I couldn't stop it from hitting you. Please, that's another.
That's okay. It got in a whole bunch of lucky hits.
It really hit hard.
It was disgusting. And she's just like, ugh, it's still disgusting.
So you heal for 5 hit points here as Dan's restores you. Wyla, you're still up in the air. What would you like to do here as combat ends?
Wyla just flutters down to her 2 compatriots, checks on them, tries to treat their wounds with her herbalism kits.
Yeah, so any number of like acid burns and stuff, you begin to neutralize some of the poison as you apply herbs. And we see Cataras comes up and he says, show me what to do. I'm here to help. And he begins to try to assist you. Christina, what do you do as an octopus here?
Christina is looking underneath the table, and on the table, using about 5 of the tentacles, just like investigating every bottle, trying to figure out what happened.
You see that there is a weird black substance in the remnants of the cube here, and you find a similar substance like about like 99% poured out of a vial. There's like a few drops left inside of a vial.
What Christina's going to do with is there a stopper around for this
Yeah,
vial?
absolutely.
Okay, she's going to grab the stopper with one tentacle, stopper it with and then she attempts to put it away in her pocket before realizing that she doesn't have one right now. Puts it on the table, and then closes her eyes to focus and brings herself back to rabbit form.
Poof.
Okay, and then pockets the vial real quick.
Okay, very good. You can add 1 vial of black liquid to your inventory here. Now, as everyone takes a collective breath here, this is the perfect place for us to take a quick break. We will be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to grab some water, do some stretches, grab a snack, and we will be back here shortly. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. We're back. So everyone here, you take a moment to catch your breath, and we see that everyone's just kind of starting to come back to the tables, and some semblance of order is restored. You see that the person in charge of the bake-off begins to make their way over towards you. And you see a very well-dressed troll with a chef's hat and a neat chef jacket come tromping up to the group. And they say, "Well done, students. I am Nyom." I don't know how to pronounce that name. Nyom.
Yum,
Nyom.
yum.
Nyom. Nyom. My name is Nyom Nyom. I am the master chef here at Strixhaven. I am in charge of the bake-off. It seems that something has gone terribly wrong with one of the recipes here. But we have you to thank for the end of this rampage.
I mean, does that mean we win by default?
No, we must continue and so bake.
Oh.
But it kind of ruined a whole bunch of the ingredients.
Yeah, so everyone should get a fair chance.
We will definitely have to postpone this. I think that perhaps we will delay the bake-off for a couple of weeks, so we may both investigate what has happened here, and also prevent it from happening again. We do want, of course, a fair chance for all students and staff involved in this event.
Yeah.
Nyam,
Yes.
I found this at the table they were working. I think this might have ended up accidentally in whatever they were baking, and she produces the vial of black liquid.
He reaches forward and his hand is massive. He could probably easily palm your whole head. He takes the vial gingerly between 2 fingers and he gives it a little twirl. He uncorks it and gives it a sniff and he says, "Oh, this concoction is unknown to me. Interesting. What a curious brew."
Well, somebody left a whole bunch of alchemy supplies underneath our table instead of spices too.
Is that so? How peculiar.
Yeah, like stone dust, for example.
Yeah, well, I will have to investigate this. This will require a proper examination. How curious. Well, if any of you have any significant injuries, you might want to see the infirmary, but for the time being, he holds out 2 potions of healing to the group. If anyone would like to take these.
Yeah, Coral will definitely pocket one.
Okay, go ahead.
I would take one and hand it to Christina. Like, here you go.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you. I'm okay though. I didn't get hit by anything. I woke up too early this morning. That's all. Also, there was a promise of coffee at some point. Where's our leader at?
You see Cataras kind of lean to the side and just waves at you from behind
hi.
Dan's. Hey, yeah, I definitely owe you some coffee. I guess since the bake-off is canceled, we could go over to the cafe. I'll treat everyone to a round. I think that's the least that I can do for all your trouble.
Oh, I know Azura. She's still the barista.
Yeah.
I would recommend we all go wash up and change first, because I think we're going to take everybody's appetite away the way we're smelling over here.
Oh, that's a good point. Cataras just kind of like sniffs himself.
Also, and she's like, egg, flour, ooze. I would like to take a shower.
Yeah, yeah. How about we meet in the evening? Perhaps bring your books and we can study together if you like. I'll treat you all to some coffee or drinks.
Sounds like a plan.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm so sorry, and it means so much to me that you came to my aid. Like I said, if there's anything you ever need in the future, you have me. I've got your back.
Great. Well, this has bizarrely been fun.
Yeah, you got to tell me all about where you've seen that octopus before.
My parents would often take us on trips to the coast when we were living in Phandalin. I'll tell you about it. Yeah.
And she'll probably start babbling about all the different kinds of octopuses and what color and whatever until she's like, yeah, later.
So we see a montage of everyone beginning to make their way over towards the dorms, and everyone kind of goes their separate ways. As you do, a number of hours pass by, and everyone reconvenes at the Fire Jolt Cafe. This one. As you enter the cafe, you are hit with the wonderful aroma of coffee. You find that there is a number of students scattered throughout in clusters. Everyone's just huddled together. You hear the frantic flipping of pages and the murmuring of slotty this, slotty that. You see that there are a bunch of first years here, and everyone is cramming in their study for the exam that is tomorrow. You see Cataras is leaning up against the bar as you come in, and he waves at you, he calls you over, and he says, "Hey, I managed to grab one of the private rooms, so we'll be able to get cozy and study if we want to. But yeah, what do you want to drink? Dan's, what can I get you?"
Could I have a chai latte, please?
Yeah, of course. Those are really
Thank
good.
you.
Have you ever had pickle juice?
No.
Do you want some?
Yes.
Great. Pickle juice. Wyla, what would you like?
You mentioned a frost giant something earlier?
Frost giant. He's like, keep your voice down. I got some. Don't worry about it. Coral, what could I get you?
Oh, if they have some kelp tea, I would love some kelp tea with some honey.
Kelp tea. Okay. Yeah. Christina, did you want some of the...
Yeah, I want to try it out. Thank you.
Okay. And he turns around, he says, 2 waters, a kelp tea, and some pickle juice. And he gestures you all over to the private room. And as you move over there, he ends up coming back with a tray, and he sets it down in front of you. He distributes it out to each one of you. There is pickle juice in front of you, Dan's. And you can see that Cataras puts his hands like up on his face. He cups his chin. He's watching you.
Oh, okay. I'll just...
Kind of pickles, though.
Yeah.
Those
I'll
sweet
take a
ones.
little. Take a
The
little
sweet
sip.
ones.
Take a little sip.
Does Dan's like pickle juice?
Dance does not like pickle juice.
Okay, you don't like it. It's
Don't.
not that great.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just like awkwardly like, yeah, I'll have some and just drink it and make my eyes, which are always small, like make like a little bitter. Find it very like sour and briny.
Do you like it? It's good, huh?
It's different. I'm good for the electrolytes of the body.
Yeah. And you see, he opens his backpack, he takes a whole ass jar, and he just starts drinking out of this big jar that's easily like the size of your head. And he puts it down. He's like, So did you all want to study together?
Yes.
Yes, please. I'm a little nervous. It's the first one.
Yeah. Does anyone here know about Slotty? I think that's the big question of the day. I mean, I think it's generic. General, they're going to ask us all sorts of things. But I've been trying to read up. But
My notes.
Not particularly. I think definitely need to do some studying. I've been a bit distracted.
No.
Well,
I brought some notes from class, but
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I mean, like, I have the notes about the different varieties and such, and I feel like they're all over the place. But here's what I have.
Yeah, so you all begin to pile your notes together, and you kind of go over everything. I'm going to explain the mechanics of taking an exam. All right, so there are two phases when it comes to taking exams here. There's the studying phase, and then there's the testing phase. We are currently in the studying phase here. So essentially, you will be able to choose any ability and skill to make this check, but you can only make it one time. And you basically describe to me how you use this skill in order to study. And so here, as we're kind of like montaging the moment, you see Cataras kind of flipping through the notebook, through his journal, and he says, I took a note. It says that Red Slotty can use a gland under one of their claws to implant an egg into somebody. The egg eventually becomes a tadpole that bursts from their body and transforms into a full-grown blue slod or a green slod if the host can cast spells.
Oh.
yes, their reproduction cycles are very intriguing.
Wondering what that would do to the host.
And you kind of like go through the various facts and you look at all the notes and you cross-reference together. So when it comes to studying, there are a number of different actions that you can take. We're going to just automatically take studying together since we have a group, but in the future, you can study alone, you can pull an all-nighter, or you can skip studying altogether. Since we are studying together, you have advantage on this study phase check, okay? So what you need to do for me is to choose one of your skills here. And for example, if you wanted to do something like athletics, you could say something like you teach yourself, you know all the different muscles in your arms and you kind of come up with an acronym based on the names of the muscles and somehow you make it work, right? So that could be an example. So for Coral, when Coral is in deep study mode, what kind of demeanor do you take on when it comes down to business? How does Coral handle the pressure?
Yeah, definitely when it goes down to business, the hair goes up. And she will like bite at the last whatever end of the pencil that she has. And if she uses a fountain pen, that's not a good idea. And her eyes would like scrunch up in a and she'll end up with spatters of stuff and the hair crazy again. because she will mess with it and pull on it, and
I
while
love
she's thinking.
Okay. So what skill do you want to use?
I'm thinking that she would want to try and use medicine.
Okay.
And just use her knowledge of how bodies would be affected, or all of the anatomy and all of this that she knows about, to remember what happens.
Perfect. Go ahead and make me a medicine check at advantage here, since we're studying together. Good luck. That's a 9. A 23. Very good. Okay, you passed the studying phase here. Because you have succeeded in the studying phase, you get 1 reroll during the testing phase. You can basically bolster your knowledge and rely on it a little more heavily. Okay. Very good. Next, we have Christina. As you are studying, what kind of demeanor do you take on?
Well, Christina knows from various things. Phandalin is big on farming and agriculture, and every animal at some point somebody has tried to tame. So what she has done is she's gone to the library and has tried to find books on trying to train Slotty over the years. So she's going to use animal handling as she's studying to figure out the different things, because you can learn a lot as you're trying to train an animal, what an animal does.
Okay, sounds good. Roll me animal handling at advantage.
That's okay. 21.
Very
advantage,
good. You
thankfully.
pass. So you also get a reroll during the testing phase. Wyla, tell me a bit about your demeanor as you are studying here.
Well, Wyla would focus on her notes and then get distracted and starts doodling and drawing, as art is more how she focuses, and as she draws out the Slotty and paints facts about the Slotty, she would that's how she would study instead of more studying.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be painting.
Okay, sounds good. So is this a performance check for you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do so at advantage here. Okay, 18. And roll again just in case you get a crit. There it is, the crit. Okay, very good. Yeah, you absolutely pass the studying phase here. Very nice. All of you kind of look at Wyla studying, and it just looks phenomenal. Wyla, your notes are just absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. This could be framed somewhere. And you see Cataras kind of like watching from across the table, and he just keeps staring at you every now and then. And he blushes and he looks away. Blushes, looks away.
In all the beautiful colors.
Excellent. Dance. How do you handle the pressure?
Looking at the still maybe like 3rd, 4th pickle juice I have, I'm studying, I'm looking, thinking about different animals, what they remind me of. They're like toads with claws, sloths. I remember a fairy tale, something about aliens on heads and coming out of stomachs. But I'm going to use nature.
Okay, sounds good. Roll me a nature check at advantage. 13, very good. So you also find that you feel like it's a pretty good study session. All of you collectively... Ooh, let's actually see how well Cataras does. Okay. Cataras also seems to click with all of the information that you're exchanging here. And it is late into the night now. And you find that things are beginning to wind down. You find that the cafe is starting to close up. A number of people are leaving for the evening. And as the books begin to be slammed closed, Kataras stands up, says, I just want to thank everyone for being here. It's been a wonderful evening, and I don't think I could have done any of it without you. Who knows what would have happened back in the Wintershins Hall if you hadn't come to my aid. I consider all of you friends.
I agree. And this definitely helped. I'm not quite sure if I would have learned quite so much without y'all. Or those beautiful, colorful notes. And she looks at her, scribbling like, yeah, those beautiful notes.
You can always count on us, Kataras.
I'm glad we could help.
All right, well, I should definitely go get some shut-eye. I suggest that the rest of you do, too. We gotta be at the exam bright and early.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right, everyone. See ya. Kataras begins to walk away.
Okay. Well, this was a day.
Yeah, it was a total day. Total day.
We never did bake.
We never did bake, did we?
Well, we can bake in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll try again. And this time, I'm not gonna try and carry anything. We'll get a cart or something.
Yeah. Maybe we bring our own spices too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very disorganized, the whole alchemy ingredients.
Still wonder who put that stuff there. But that's in Yum's hands now. Right. I guess it's time to go to sleep so that, we are not gonna fail tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's important to.
Right.
What does our horoscope say for tomorrow? Is it going to be another doom day?
I could definitely find out if you'd like to give me a moment.
Oh yeah, I do have a moment.
Okay, do you happen... Oh, what's your birthday?
What months are we using here?
You can just choose, like, a day. So if you want to say, like, middle spring, or...
Yeah, early autumn.
Early autumn, okay. You watch as you kind of like, with whatever day you have, he wraps the string around a piece of quartz, matching your birthday, matching your day, matching the season of the year to give it like 3 bands. And he dangles it and throws a little like dust on the table. His eyes close. The little quartz crystal starts to shake and back and forth, making this geometric pattern in the dust as it's clearing, drawing. Would you, if you don't mind, roll me a d20?
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, that's a 7.
Okay. As the drawing starts to draw, you are from the sea. As you look at what seems to be a conch shell caught in the little fractal patterns of like the things spiraling outwards. It would be a day of struggle at first, but you watch, like it looks close. You watch as it starts small, it builds. Let this show you. You might know a pebble in the water will ripple out and grow bigger and bigger. So don't lose fret. With that one struggling moment, you can overcome and build out and build upon until you are the shell that can let you hear the ocean.
All right. That means I have to pass this one moment or everything's going to fall apart. All right,
no.
I got this.
Oh no, I don't mean it like
I got this.
the
Coral. Coral, as you're kind of watching Dan's do this, and you're just kind of watching the stone and the dust and the string, you feel a moment of clarity. You kind of ask yourself a question, and for some reason, you just happen to know the answer. You have drawn the Vizier card. You can ask me any one question, and I'll give you the answer.
Right now?
Sure. Or if you need a minute to think, you don't have to ask it right now.
All right. Let me think about it for a minute.
Take your time. So we see everyone kind of beginning to disperse and head out for the evening. You make your way back to your dorms and you climb into bed. Is there anything special that anybody wants to do as you're closing up for the night?
As they're walking back towards the dorms, I think Christina's going to look at everybody and say, hey, speaking of the horoscopes, did anyone see the reporters? Did they stick around? That seems like big news. What just happened?
Well, I didn't see them, but they probably watched from a safe distance like everybody else.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect them to. I mean, reporters don't get in and get to a place where they get themselves hurt. I just, it'd be good if the students knew about this, because it seems like an important thing to know, Double
check your ingredients, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Okay. Everyone goes their separate ways. You tuck yourselves into bed, and you all sleep soundly. The next day, the scene opens up with everyone in the test room. We see at the beginning of the class, Professor Verelda Lang, this very well-kept, well-manicured dryad. She has her hands tucked behind her back and she looks over the class and she says, "Now, do not cheat. If I find any one of you cheating, you will suffer, both academically and physically. I will make sure that your detention is painful. Do you understand me? This is very important. This sets the precedent for the rest of your year. This is your first exam. I have high hopes for each and every one of you, and I will be keeping my eyes open. Do you understand? Nod your head if you do. Good. Very good. You will find on your desks are your tests. There are 2 phases to this test. You have multiple questions, and then there is an essay for you to fill out at the very end. Do not leave until you finish both parts. You may begin." So as each one of you take up your papers, you see the front says Slod Facts. Choosing the correct multiple choice answers to questions about red, blue, green, gray, and death slotty. So for this first testing phase, I will need everyone to roll for me. Christina, roll me an Arcana check.
Okie doke.
You do have 1 re-roll. You can use it only 1 time. So you can use it this time, or you can use it later. So go ahead and roll first.
All right, that was a 10.
Okay. Do you want to use the re-roll? So just to explain a little bit more, for the test, in order to pass, to have a passing grade, you only need to succeed on 1 of them. If you fail both, you fail the test. You succeed on 1, you pass the test. If you succeed on both, you ace the test.
Gotcha. 10 is really, really average.
Do we know what we need to beat?
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Would
be too easy.
I'm gonna re-roll this one. I hate doing that, but we're gonna waste it already.
Okay.
16.
16. Okay. You tell me what this looks like. You basically doubt yourself and then you kind of try again.
Death slot. They are from this No. Hang on. No. Okay. And she corrects like 3 different sections.
Okay. Yeah. As you do, you go back and you feel pretty confident about this. You have succeeded the first check. Dan's multiple choice. DC. Oh, shit, I almost said it. Arcana check.
Very well.
You do have 1 reroll as well.
Okay.
Okay, you rolled a 10. If you reroll, you unfortunately have to reroll again.
I know. I know.
So just so you know, chat, he rolled a 10 and a nat 20.
I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that nat 20 gets wasted here.
Whoa.
Yeah. I am gonna use the reroll.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again, please. 21. Very good. So tell me what this looks like as you change your mind on a few things.
As I'm writing down, blue sound makes from. Not the spellcasters. Wait, no, they are the spellcasters. And I just like race, and just draw like lines and somehow just click. That's right. Yes, it is.
Very good. You have passed the first phase of the test. Wyla. Arcana check, please. You also have a reroll 15. Do you want to use your reroll?
Stick with the 15.
Okay. Tell me what it looks like as you definitely pass this part of the test.
Oh, she just remembers her notes. She has a very color-oriented mind, and these are very colorful creatures.
Very good. Coral. Arcana check. $18. Do you want to keep it?
Yes, I'm gonna keep 18.
Okay. You also have 1 reroll. Tell me what this looks like as you pass this part.
Right. I'm thinking that, she will just, remember all the colors from the other notes and her notes, and she'll just go with her gut and go like, and then she looks it over once, and then she'll fold it over and just like, no, I'm not looking at it again because then I'm making the wrong decisions. It always happens. You will change the wrong thing.
Very good. Next, as everyone flips the page, we hear a collective turning of paper. And it says at the very top, diffusing slod confrontations. Write a short essay about commonly accepted ways to keep slotty calm during unexpected encounters. Christina, roll me an insight check. You do not have any rerolls.
Oh. Okay, you've got this, Christina. Come on. All right. That's a 23.
Okay, very good. You pass this part of the test.
And when studying in Waterdeep, they found that Death Slod would most likely react well to ...
Very good. Dan's insight check. 13. Okay, you cannot re-roll here. Tell me what this looks like as you pass this part of the test.
You treat them the same as others, not as just slods. With respect, give respect, respect is given back. Figure out ways for reproduction without killing host. ...
Very good. Wyla, you do have a reroll. Please roll me an insight check. 23. You don't need it. Tell me what this looks like.
Once more, she just follows her note. She just writes everything she remembers. formulaic from everything she wrote down the night before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Coral, insight check. You do also have a reroll.
Yes, we're re-rolling that one.
Okay.
Because, I have a +5 on this.
Yep, you rolled a 9. Okay, using your reroll.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
All right, that's a 14. That's better.
Okay, 14 is a pass. What does this look like?
So probably scribble as fast as you can. In the case of encounters with the green variety, please stay calm. Do not panic and use these ingredients to ...
Excellent. Okay. At the end of the exam, everyone begins to shuffle up and they turn them in. And you see Professor Varelda Lang, this dryad. You see that she has a number of different bark-like tendrils that just kind of curl back. And she has a very stern, very severe-looking face. She has her fingers steepled together and she watches as each one of you turns in your papers and you walk out, and she says, "Your papers will be graded and you can return at lunchtime to get them. Don't dawdle. Carry on. Move." Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we just see like all the students file out, and the group of you gather outside. You kind of like go about your day, and when you come back, you all find that you have all aced it. Every single one of you has aced your first test here. So what you get for this...
what about our fearless leader?
Oh,
how did he do?
Let's see. That's a great question. Okay. He had to roll Arcana. Arcana's intelligence. Okay, he got a 16. He passed that. And then insight is wisdom. A 10. He does get a reroll. He's going to use his reroll. Oh, okay. As you're kind of all gathered together, he rolled a 7 in the end there. He's looking at his paper and he's like, "I didn't ace it, but hey, I passed." Oh, wow. He looks at all of your papers. None of you got a single question wrong. That's amazing.
It was a good study session.
Yeah, thank you for helping us with the study session. That I don't think we would have done as well without it, and appreciate it.
You brought all of us together. Thank you.
That's really kind of you. Thanks.
Maybe next time you should drink coffee instead of pickle juice.
He kind of rubs the back of his head. Pickle juice is my favorite drink. It's actually kind of a thing. I get a whole jar. I drink the entire jar in a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good to hydrate. That's good.
Yeah, it's delicious. I just love it. It's great. And I eat all the pickles and I'll drink all the juice. Yeah. Well done. Okay, so you each get something special here for passing your exams. So the way that this works, each one of you should have a tracking sheet. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up for chat. So players, go ahead and close that one that just popped up. You should be able to find your own in the notes, in the journal there. So the way this works, for relationships, I want everyone to add Cataras and add a +1 to the points. Because Cataras definitely feels indebted to each one of you. And then moving down for report cards, for the first section, I want you to put Slotty. Rerolls, it's a yes for everybody. D4s will be 2. So you put the number 2 in there for everybody. And for skills, for everybody, it'll be Arcana, Insight. And the reason we do this is as a reward for passing the different parts of the test, you get something called a student die. This is something that you can use once per day for each die that you have. This becomes a new resource that you can roll. It is essentially a 1d4 that affects the skill that you have passed the exam on. So the first part of the exam was Arcana. The second part was Insight. So each one of our players here today, you do get 2 D4s, and the D4s are for Arcana, and they are for Insight, 1 each. So, for example, in the future, if you need to do an Arcana check, you can add your 1d4 once per day as your student die. Did you have a question?
How do we pronounce? How would you spell his name for the relationships?
Cadaras is Cadoras.
R-A-S. All right, and put 1 point, and relationship is
Friend? Friend, yep.
No. All right.
Yeah. And that feeds into the relationship system that is relevant here in Strixhaven. I'll talk a little bit about that too, because I don't think I've done it on stream yet. So the way that the relationships works on this game, use a little picture. Everybody look at the art. You're so pretty. So the way the relationships in this game works is that you essentially accrue points. It's a point system, and it either goes up or it goes down. You can have negative points. If you have a positive number, they become friendly towards you. If you have a negative number, they become a rival towards you. And this is relevant in mechanics that trigger for different NPCs. We have Boons and Banes. If you have a positive relationship with a character of 2 or more, you end up getting a boon, and it is a permanent buff when it comes to that NPC. If you have a -2 relationship or less with an NPC, you get a bane, which is a negative sort of thing. So, for example, particular NPCs, they might end up bullying you, or they might end up pulling pranks on you and making your life a little more difficult, depending on what happens. And there's also an option to turn relationships romantic if you would like to do that as well, but that is not the default. The default will be platonic. Okay? So it's pretty cool. It turns like literal relationships into mechanics that can help you with the game. So as everyone receives their exams for the evening, Cadaras rolls his up, sticks it into his back pocket, and he says, "Well, I am going to go get a drink. I really appreciate all of your help, everyone. If you ever want to hang out, you can find me over at the Distinguished Society of Fine Arts Club or the Live Action Role-Playing Guild."
Oh, okay.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I'm part of both as well. You can.
Yeah, Wyla, yeah. You can come hang out with me and Wyla.
All right. Sounds good. You said you're getting coffee?
No, I'm
No.
gonna get a different kind of drink.
Oh, all right.
All right.
But you're going to the cafe, right?
No, I'm going to the Boons and Tavern.
Oh, taverns. Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have fun.
All right. See ya. He begins to do. He scurries away.
I think I want some cake. I think I deserve some cake. I love cake. Did I tell you guys there's not a lot of baking back home? So I love cake and anything baked.
We should have had cake the other day, so I feel like
kind of stolen that away from us, right?
I still want to bake something. If you want to bake some cake, I'll help you.
Well, I don't want to bake cake. I want to eat cake. We worked enough today.
We deserve a treat.
Yeah, would the cafe have cake? I wonder.
I want to see if they have some strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a nice scone.
I definitely need to top off my coffee. So.
Now, actually, probably some calming tea would be nice. You know, the adrenaline is still going.
I would like some chai tea.
Adrenaline? What adrenaline?
I'm shaking.
We see a montage of all of the characters here. They join together and begin to make their way towards the Fire Jolt Cafe. They grab a table, and you have all sorts of baked goods and drinks. Someone introduces decaf to Christina. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for all of the show of generosity. Yes, you get your chai. You absolutely get your chai.
Oh, is that all I get?
Yeah, nobody pushes any pickle juice on you.
Okay, I meant there's no reveals at the end.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get there.
Oh.
So we see as the players here, we see the end credits rolling, right? And then like the screen suddenly brings up and we see in the distance is the party as they're having their coffee. And on the other side of the room, we see Dan's. But it's not Dan's. But it looks like Dan's. We see someone that could perhaps be Dan's. You have drawn the rogue card.
Yep.
Your rival has arrived to Strixhaven, and they may or may not have been involved in the bake-off. But they slowly fade into the shadows, and no one sees them for the rest of the night. As the credits continue to roll, we see Dan's beginning to make his way over to his dorms. You feel pretty good. You aced your exams, and you hear someone go, "Wait!" in the darkness behind you.
Hello? Yes?
Stumbling out, keeling over, panting as they're trying to catch their breath,
Let me help.
is Mina.
Oh, hello, Mina.
Dance, I am so glad that I caught you. I'll be real. Both Grayson and I just got out of there once the kerfuffle with the whole sentient pudding happened. There was essentially a torrent of students and we kind of got caught in it and we didn't want to get hurt. So we went with the crowd instead of against it. But I have heard bits and pieces of what had happened. I would love to get a personal account from you, but that's not the reason I wanted to catch up with you. I talked to Grayson and I managed to convince him. How do you feel about running the horoscope section of the Strixhaven Star?
I would really much like that.
Yeah? Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Listen, Grayson is a bit of he's got rough edges, all right? He's definitely not the easiest guy to get along with. But he's a good guy, really. You just gotta give him some time.
That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll send you a message in the morning and we can get it all official and all of that. I just wanted to catch you while I could.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
How did your exams go?
Oh, I succeeded. I flying colors, as Wyla would say. Nothing but the beautiful colors.
Excellent. Wonderful. All right. Well, I'll let you get going. Thank you so much. And we'll talk tomorrow. Sound good?
Yes. Look
Okay.
forward.
All right. Bye. And she walks off. You have drawn the throne card. An important opportunity becomes available to you, and you accepted it, and you are now employed by the Strixhaven Star very solidly. And you have your own section in the school newspaper. Congratulations. All right. So we're going to go around, and please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the episode was. And we'll start off with Vivacia.
Well, hi, I'm Vivi or Vivacia. You can find me as Vivacia on Twitch, as Miss MRS Vivacia on Twitter, in Stella's Discord, pretty much all over the place. On Mondays, I'm playing in a D&D game in the Dalelands on Wily Hobbit's channel. Then I am playing right now in eight episode shot of Good Society, which we're calling Queer Society, with some friends Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Critical Misses, which is where I'm playing the Dowager Duchess. Dawson. There you go. Dawson is the very last name. So that's some Regency fun, and we're loading up the drama cannons. It is hilarious. I might or might not have murdered my husband or assisted in murdering my husband. Nobody knows yet. And on Thursdays, 6:30, if I remember right, I'm playing in the Wonder Home 4-shot where I am the Firelight, where we're all animals, and it's so wholesome. It is so wholesome. And that is Barry Bramble's channel. But again, if you're on my Twitter, you will see that. And if you want me to play with you, I will.
Oh, I'm so happy that you got to play with us. Thank you.
Yes, since the first episode, I've been wanting to.
Yes. Did you have a favorite part of the episode?
Oh, yeah.
A favorite part. I definitely loved trying to figure out what we were gonna bake, and then totally dexterity is her dumb stat basically. So it's like, yeah, she had to be clumsy. I love that. And then let's be honest, that ooze was actually stronger than expected was actually pretty cool, because it was like, yeah, you know what? This is like our first couple of weeks. We're squishy. We don't know from nothing.
I personally never, ever, 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 ever run a campaign at level 1. You always start at level 2 because level 1 is just a nightmare. But I wanted to give the real experience to people who've never played before. And you got the skull card that Lessian drew today to thank for the very scary ooze that we had to deal with.
And roll 20. I mean, this is the first time that I'm actually playing something that's not super squishy, and my AC is 19, and I still got whooped.
Sorry, I'm just so good at this game.
Roll 20 loves you. That's what it is.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Lessian.
Hey, I'm Lessian. You can find me on Stella's Discord. My favorite moment was actually probably Vivasia's intro for character. It was absolutely adorable. Coral is a wonderful character, and I'm glad we finally got to meet her. So
it was kind of weird because I made her a while ago, before that new the Mouse movie came out, and I realized she's totally like the main character from that, and I'm like, okay, but I made her first.
Yeah. They took inspiration from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Next we have Roaming D&D.
Hello. I'm the Roman DM. I had so much fun tonight. Oh, thank you so much. You'll find me random times on my Twitch channel, the Roman D&D. I do DM a campaign, the Argimentius. We're currently on hiatus right now. We're coming back shortly. But you can find me playing other wonderful RPGs just filling in the meantime.
Excellent, thank you. And did you have a favorite part of today's episode?
Oh,
I know, it's so hard.
I would say I really enjoyed all of us doing our own little thing in the morning. Because you got to really see a little bit of each character, how we really are. Like, hey, we're going to be half awake, but jittering off our first cup of coffee, or we've been working on our personal project, and that's how we all worked. And we can do this.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. I just thought it'd be kind of cool, especially because there's going to be times where you finally get to be in a party with your roommate, so you could have a fun little scene. And I have been messaging people's roommates and being like, hey, give me a quick update. Is there anything new on their side of the room? And it's just kind of fun. Just kind of, help the world feel a little more lived in, because it's like a big college campus, right? Yeah. Excellent, thank you. Next we have Silver.
Hi, everybody. I am Silver Bulette, or Silver_Bulette, here on Twitch and over on YouTube. On Twitch, every Monday at 8:30 p.m., you can see us stream Capes and Caverns, which is a superhero D&D live stream. There, I said it right. Also, though, I do run a podcast. It is called All the Web's a Stage, and it's a short play podcast, which comes out once a month. And hopefully sometime in April, here on Stella Luna's channel, we should be running a live stream with all of the group from Folks and Tales. I'm really hoping that happens this April. But
Me
we've
too.
been planning it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, scheduling is always the BBEG when it comes to any kind of TTRPG. But yeah, so a little bit more on that. That is called Rise of the Serpent, and that will be a Greyhawk campaign. It is a once-a-month game replacing our Folks and Tales. We do have the entire cast of Folks and Tales, including our previous Dungeon Master, Trixie Wizard, as players, and I will be the Dungeon Master for that adventure.
Yes.
So what
I'm
I
really
have...
looking forward to it.
So when I have a date, I'll make an announcement, but it's kind of been wishy-washy because, it's a very busy period of time right now, especially with like the new year and changing the seasons. Everyone's getting back into business. Yeah.
Yep. But as far as my favorite part of the game, I think it was to find out that our master chef here is a troll and getting to meet him.
Oh my god.
Nyam is going to be adorable and fun to interact with, so I'm excited about that. Oh, and one last quick note about Christina. After the events of the day, she has posted up some lost and found posters around campus, asking if anyone has lost a whip, and given her room number so that if anyone wants to come claim their whip, they can.
Excellent. I love that so much. That is so sweet. Yeah. So I had frantically, just to give a little bit of background to today's session, totally made it all up except for the exam part. I had messaged a friend and I was like, yo, give me an idea for something to do. And they said, Bake Off. And I was like, great. And I was like, oh shit, what professor would help with this? And what's really funny is in the book, they actually have made NPCs for the different colleges. And I didn't make this NPC up. The Master Chef being a troll is in the book. So I didn't make that up. I was like, this is perfect. This is amazing. So we'll definitely see more of Nyom next time.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, his nickname is definitely Nyom Nyom.
Yeah, I'm just going to call him Nyom Nyom.
It's like what all the students would do. If his name is Guillaume, they will call him Nyom Nyom.
Yeah, Master Chef Nyom Nyom. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm Stella Luna. If you are new to the channel and you've enjoyed it, please consider giving us a follow. That's a free way that you can support us and also get notifications for whenever we make this content. Do you want to play? You can come play. This is an open roster game. You don't need any previous experience. You don't even need a camera. All you need is a microphone and a willingness to learn with others and be patient as others try to learn the game, because this is a learning community and this is meant to be accessible to everyone, regardless of their level of experience. So this will be back. Strixhaven is every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back next Sunday, starting at 5. And otherwise, I will be back on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for our Greyhawk campaign of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. That is at 8 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, and then we have a very special one-shot this Thursday at 9 p.m. Wizards of the Coast sent me a book. They sent me a copy of the Netherdeep book, and we are going to be running a one-shot of that. So, yeah, hop into the Discord if you got any questions, if you want to play with us. Other than that, this is going to be it for us. Have a good night, everyone. Bye!
Bye.